Good day, everyone. I am James, the head coach at PCMA, and let me start with a bold statement. The buildings most investors run from, those wrapped in regulations and centuries of history, are the very ones that can deliver the highest returns. Heritage property isn't about red tape, it's about hidden opportunity. Imagine securing assets others overlook, tapping into grant funding most don't know exists, and achieving ROI figures that outperform standard developments. Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how to turn preservation into profit. 379,443 listed buildings across England. While most investors run from the regulatory complexity, smart money sees the hidden opportunity. Today, we're cracking the code on heritage property ROI, how to balance preservation with serious profit. I'm about to show you why heritage properties consistently outperform standard investments when you know the system. Here's the data that changes everything. Listed building consent applications have a 92% approval rate, higher than standard planning permission at 86%. The market assumes these properties are difficult. The numbers tell a different story. Over 4,800 buildings sit on the Heritage at Risk register, creating a pipeline of rescue opportunities with community support and grant funding backing. Here's the data that changes everything. Listed building quick breakdown of the heritage hierarchy. Grade 1 buildings, 2.5% of all listings, are your luxury conversion targets. Grade 2, star properties at 5.8% offer premium residential and commercial opportunities. But here's where the volume lies. Grade 2 buildings represent 91.7% of all listings. That's your conversion goldmine. Plus, 9,907 conservation areas provide additional development frameworks. Quick breakdown of the heritage hierarchy. Grade 1 buildings, 2.5% of all listings, are your luxury conversion targets. Let's talk numbers. Heritage development costs run £1,500 to £2,500 per square metre. Yes, that's a 30 to 50% premium over standard construction. But here's the flip side. Premium pricing of 10 to 25% above comparable properties. Higher rental yields. Superior capital appreciation. When you factor in the 92% approval rate and multiple funding streams, your base case ROI hits 20 to 25%. This is where heritage investing gets interesting. National Lottery Heritage Fund offers grants from £10,000 to £10 million. VAT relief drops your rate to 5% instead of 20% on eligible repairs. The Architectural Heritage Fund provides development grants and low-cost loans. Since 1994, £8.6 billion has flowed to over 47,000 heritage projects. The funding ecosystem exists. You just need to know how to access it. Real projects, real returns. Manchester Mill conversion, £18 million investment, £28 million gross development value, 22% profit margin. Bristol Church to mixed use, £2.8 million development cost. £4.2 million sales value, 25% price premium over area average. London Warehouse to creative offices. 40% rental premium because original features became the unique selling proposition. Here's the planning reality. 25,600 listed building consent decisions made in 2023 to 2024. Success rate consistently outperforms standard planning. The key is understanding the consultation process. Historic England, National Amenity Societies, conservation officers. 77% of decisions made on time when you factor 12 to 16 weeks instead of the standard 8. Early engagement is everything. Every investment has risks. Heritage properties have specific ones. Specialist materials cost 30 to 50% more. Mitigate with detailed supplier analysis up front. Planning can be complex. Solve with early stakeholder engagement. Hidden structural issues. Comprehensive heritage surveys before commitment. Insurance costs run 50 to 100% above standard due to specialist reinstatement requirements. Know this going in. Every investment has. Here's your acquisition advantage. 4,891 buildings currently on the Heritage at Risk register. These properties often trade 10 to 20% below market value because most investors won't touch them. You get community support for rescue projects, grant funding preference, sometimes council assistance through compulsory purchase powers. 124 buildings were successfully saved in 2024 alone. Success requires the right team. Conservation architect with IHBC, accreditation for authentic design. Heritage consultant for regulatory navigation. Specialist contractors who understand traditional building techniques. Suppliers for lime mortar, handmade bricks, period timber. Heritage insurance specialists. Grant writers who know the funding landscape. Traditional trades run £45 to £75 per hour versus £25 to £40 standard. But the expertise is non-negotiable. This is where PCMA's systematic approach creates competitive advantage. Phase 1. Opportunity screening using Heritage at Risk analysis and planning history reviews. Phase 2. Viability assessment through conservation deficit modeling and grant funding evaluation. Phase 3. Project execution with specialist team assembly and consent management. The methodology reduces risk while maximizing returns. Your roadmap starts now. Weeks 1 through 4. Heritage at Risk screening and local market analysis. Weeks 5 to 16. Conservation team assembly and listed building consent applications. Months 6 to 18. Specialist construction management with heritage compliance monitoring. Total project duration, typically 18 to 30 months for heritage conversions. Plan accordingly. Ready to unlock your heritage property potential. The Hidden Wealth Code gives you immediate access to PCMA's complete heritage investment framework, opportunity evaluation toolkit, listed building consent strategies, grant funding templates, ROI calculators, risk mitigation checklists, specialist contractor networks, everything you need to turn preservation into profit. Click the link, join the PCMA community, and start your heritage property journey today. You've now seen the data, the funding channels, and the success stories that prove heritage properties are not obstacles, but gateways to serious wealth. The next move is yours. Don't let complexity keep you on the sidelines while smart investors capitalize. The Hidden Wealth Code gives you the full heritage investment toolkit opportunity screeners, consent strategies, ROI calculators, and access to PCMA's specialist network. Click the link now, join our community of forward-thinking developers, and start converting history into your future profits.